To race fans everywhere, Old Milwaukee means something great. It means the Old Milwaukee race team, racing at its best.
3, 2, 1.
Let's take a trip down memory lane with some old retro NASCAR TV commercials. I did an episode on this last fall that seemed to be a hit, so I figured why not do a part 2, and we're going to do a little different this time. We're going to add a little trivia to it, test your NASCAR knowledge. So go ahead and grab you a pen and a piece of paper. Let's see how many of these answers you can get correct. Go ahead and grab it. I'll wait. I'm just kidding. Let's kick it off with some retro NASCAR TV commercials.
To race fans everywhere, Old Milwaukee means something great. It means the Old Milwaukee race team, racing at its best. And Old Milwaukee means a great beer. Cold, crisp, Old Milwaukee beer. And smooth, golden, Old Milwaukee Light.
And Old Milwaukee.
And Old Milwaukee Light.
Tastes as great as their name.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than this.
Who owned the team that Tim Richmond drove for with Old Milwaukee.
To everyone who loves the thrill of Grand National racing, Budweiser rolls out with Double Thunder. NASCAR legend Junior Johnson leads two of the hottest teams to hit the circuit.
This one's for you, for all you do. That king of beer is coming through.
The Johnson, Hodgson, Budweiser Chevys are roaring your way with Double Thunder. This buzz for you.
What year did Junior Johnson sell 50% of the team to Warner Hodgson?
Just how good are genuine GM parts? Good enough for Dale Earnhardt, 3-time Winston Cup driving champion. And the same kind of quality that goes into the GM parts for his car goes into the GM parts for your car. So get the goods under your hood. Genuine GM parts from your General Motors dealer.
What year did GM Goodwrench become the primary sponsor for Dale Earnhardt?
The car can do a lap in 60 seconds. You can do the car in 19. And that's the way it has to be, because you don't win races on the track unless you win them in the pit first. And now comes Miller time. Time to head for the best tasting beer you can find. Miller High Life.
Miller beer. If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Miller beer.
Who was sponsored by Miller High Life in the early 70s in NASCAR.
The mental demands on you are very, very severe. Just automatically, you get off the edge and you get a headache, and there's nothing you can do about it. It just happens. That's the reason we always keep some goodies in, because goodies gets rid of a headache in a hurry. And when you work for a living, there are times when you really need that.
What track did Richard Petty capture his final win at?
From the days when they ripped through the sands of Daytona to tracks like Talladega and Darlington, racing fans have had a love affair with the drivers. To commemorate these heroes, Country Time presents our new Collector Series, featuring Kowicki, Gant, Shepard, Hamilton, Jarrett, and Darrell Waltrip. What better way to salute the men who risk it all on the speedway and the fans who make it all worthwhile?
What driver did Country Time first sponsor full-time?
The day's looking new and bright, and you're gonna start it right. Boys are starting to brew, the aroma's calling you. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Mountain-grown Folgers brightens your morning like nothing else, because mountain-grown coffee has more enticing aroma and flavor than any other kind.
Rich aromatic blend is your best morning friend. Start you out feeling good, the day goes like it should. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
What driver substituted for Tim Richmond in the number 35 Folgers Chevrolet in 1987?
I'll be right with you. I'll take this anytime you're ready, fellas.
I got this, guys.
No, I got it. I got a NASCAR MasterCard right here.
Nah, guys, I'll get this. I got my own NASCAR MasterCard.
Well, mine's better.
Well, how you figure that?
Well, obviously my picture's on it.
Well, I got my picture on mine, too.
Well, I'm better looking.
No, wait a minute.
Come on, you guys.
Join NASCAR's greatest drivers and carry your own official NASCAR MasterCard.
How many Daytona 500 wins do Dale, Rusty, and Derek have combined?
You know, Alan, when I think extremely hot, I think of Xerox antifreeze coolant because it prevents boilovers and scorching heat up to 276 degrees.
Well, Rusty, when I think of Xerox, I think of extreme cold because it protects my engine even when the temperature drops to 84 below. Now, when I think extremely hot, I think of Conchita.
Oh, brother. Xerox antifreeze coolant because extreme conditions demand extreme protection.
What was Alan Kulwicki's car number before the number 7 Xerox Ford?
Yeah, it's great being driver of the wacky racer, but it has its downside. How about this free ride day? Are you ready?
I guess so.
Hey, man, what are you anyway? Hey, Greg, that dog's got some weird fluid leak.
Hey, look at me, mamacitas. Are you sure this is safe? Is this speed legal? Let me out of this thing. Whoa! Oh, mama.
I would have definitely put in more solid fuel rocket propulsion with the nuclear transmitters and the electron-induced injection systems.
What driver did Robert Presley replace in the NASCAR Cup Series in 1995?
Brett Bodine, one tough driver, talks about Quaker State, one tough motor oil.
At North Wilkesboro, that Carolina asphalt was hot enough to fry our King Racing Buick. Our engine was running hot, 240 degrees, and I had to keep pushing it over 8,000 RPM. Now that's when you start worrying about your oil's viscosity breaking down. But when the going got tough, the same Quaker State you can buy right off the shelf was tough enough to get me to the finish line first.
Quaker State is one tough motor oil.
How many NASCAR Cup wins did Brett Bodine have?
We're real happy to welcome Neil Bonnet as the newest Plastic Coat spokesman.
Yeah, we're jumping with joy.
Of course, Neil still has a lot to learn about Plastic Coat.
Not really, boys. I've watched your commercials. I've learned a lot from you, Bobby. Like how well Plastic Coat covers. And I learned plenty from you, Era, especially about how long Plastic Coat lasts.
He learns fast.
Too fast.
What is the name of Neil Bonnet's son who raced for Plasticoat?
I get my kicks on summer nights on a beat-up quarter mile. I'm happy just to win third place and get my girl to smile. Put my foot right through the floor and won the second race. Then down in RC Cola and gave my thirst a chase. Me and my RC, me and my RC. And now the final race, this dude shows up with 20 coats of paint. I took one look at Wanda, she looked past the vein. I said, honey, just stay loose, and don't be scared of all that dough. It's knowing where to take the turn and not how fast you go. Me and my RC, me and my RC, cause what's good enough for other folks just ain't good enough for me and my RC. Save one for me, Wanda. Me and my RC, me and my RC.
What Wallace brother was sponsored by RC Cola?
Here comes red-hot rookie Ward Burton burning up the Winston Cup circuit. Let's time the crew as he pulls into the pit. Huh? It looks like they're working on Hardee's Fried Chicken, the chicken with the winning taste.
Hey!
If you've got a taste for racing and great tasting fried chicken, bring your crew and buy an 8-piece Hardee pack for $4.99. And they're out.
What about me?
Hurry in today. Deals like this and Ward Burton move pretty fast.
And at breakfast, start your engine with a 99-cent Hardee's Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit.
What team owned the number 31 car driven by Ward Burton?
Hey, Daryl. Hey, how's it going, Dave? How am I doing? You're a natural. Hey, you got an oven in there, guys?
When you get that craving for Wendy's Bacon Mushroom Melt.
Coming through. That was close.
With 3 strips of bacon and mushrooms in a cheddar sauce, you just have to get one.
Hey, Dave, come on in. We got to go get lunch. I'm starting to get the hang of this. He says he's getting the hang of it.
Wendy's Bacon Mushroom Melt. When you got to have one, you got to have one.
How many wins did Darrell Waltrip have over his NASCAR Cup career?
Man has always been fascinated with speed. But in a sport where there is no margin for error, winning is more than a quest for speed. It's a measure of skill. Test of guts. And though NASCAR has changed through the decades, its spirit still rests on what men who race have always known. It's not just the machine, it's the man who drives it. We're proud to be part of this great sport. Busch, the official beer of NASCAR.
What year was the first sponsored Busch Pole Award presented?
So many cool-ass memories right there for them commercials and everything else. But let's get to these answers right here. Who owned the car that Tim Richmond drove with the old Milwaukee sponsorship? That was Raymond Beadle and Blue Max Racing. Such a cool racing team right there. A lot of other drivers in there, including Rusty Wallace. So a lot of story history with them. Now, what year did Junior Johnson sell 50% of his race team to Warner Hodgson? That was 1982 that the combination come together. From 1982 to 1985, these two teamed up. And, man, again, such storied names in NASCAR right there. And what year did GM become primary sponsor of Dale Earnhardt? This is one that everybody should know. That was 1988 when GM Goodwrench moved over from an associate sponsor up there to the primary sponsor on the side of that car. Such a badass ride. Question number 4, who drove the Miller High Life ride in NASCAR in the early 1970s? This was Jim Hurtubise. And take a look at that ride right there. They made a model car of this thing, too. It's pretty damn cool. I wish I had. But it's interesting. He ran NASCAR for 20 seasons. Only ran 36 races across 20 seasons. Ran all kinds of other racing series, including Indy. But he did have one win at Atlanta in the NASCAR series. So pretty damn cool with that. What track did Richard Petty get his last win at? This would be Daytona, 1984 at the Firecracker 400, that monumental race. 200th win, Ronald Reagan being there. We all remember the videos of Air Force One taking off over the backstretch. So pretty wild times. Questionable win as well for a lot of people. But next one, what driver did Country Times first sponsor full-time? That would be the quacky one there, the funny guy, Mr. Michael Waltrip. Such a cool ride right there. Plain ride, but damn it. It just looked pretty damn cool out there on the racetrack. Now, what driver would substitute for Tim Richmond when he fell ill over the 1987 season? That was Betty Parsons, who went out there and drove that 35 car. And green, wild ride right there. Also had the regular burgundy type color on the car as well at times. But mainly known for that green color out there. And, man, two legendary drivers that unfortunately are no longer with us. Now, how many Daytona 500 wins do Dale Earnhardt, Rusty Wallace, and Derek Cope have combined? That would be 2, as Rusty Wallace was not able to get that win, but still had a storied career. But, yes, these two right here, both getting 1 win apiece. And we know the story behind, especially Dale Earnhardt's monumental win right there. So cool. Now, what was the number on Alan Kulwicki's car prior to that number 7 Xerox car? That would be number 35, the Quincy's Steakhouse car. And, man, brings back a lot of memories right there to me. The shop used to be damn near right behind the house back in those days. So just cool memories with that. Now, what driver did Robert Presley replace in 1995? That would be Harry Gant out there in that Skull Bandit. Took a little different paint scheme on right there, but still a cool ride. And old Robert, love to hear that man talk. Pretty cool. And how many Cup wins did Brett Bodine have? Well, that would be just the one that took place there at North Wilkesboro. But if you're going to win a race, hey, win it at North Wilkesboro. Not out there on a big super speedway. Got that win at that one legendary track right there. So pretty cool. Now, what was Neil Bonnet's son's name who drove for Plasticoat? That was David Bonnet. Take a look at this ride out here. Went out there and drove in the Busch Grand National Series in this car. Pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool ride. And what Wallace brother drove for RC Cola? That would be Mike Wallace out there in that RC Cola car. Pretty cool ride right there. But we know the storied history, again, of these Wallace brothers and everything that they did and accomplished in NASCAR. Now, next question here. Who owned the 31 team of Ward Burton? That would be A.G. Dillard Motorsports, who moved up from the Busch Series to the Cup Series with Ward and went on to field rides for a lot of other drivers as well following the departure of Ward. But pretty cool. Yep, A.G. Dillard Motorsports. So maybe that'll bring back some memories. And now we go here to that final question. What year was the Busch Pole Award first presented in NASCAR? That would be 1978. Just cool times right there. Cool drivers at the time. Just, again, so many legendary moments. But, man, I love it. Now, if you like this, hell, we might start doing something like this every Thursday. Do a little Trivia Thursday and test your knowledge. But I want you to throw it down below in the comments. If you did get a pen and paper or whatever, let me know how many of these you got right. Very curious, very interested. And, man, just some cool history. But I hope you enjoyed it. And, man, as always, we'll see you at the checkered flag.